I need you to lean into that fear. I need you to address that fear head on. Like that's going to be a big one. So if you do not feel like you have someone who's on your team that is going to support your decisions, you really have to look for another team member. In some situations, people are in small towns or areas where they don't have that luxury. Perhaps they can't travel abroad. So this is where you need to come through and say, I to be a good patient, but I have to be good to myself first. As such, I'm going to need a lot more information before I choose whatever steps I'm going to choose. As such, I'm going to need you to honor my choice so that I'm not saying no to standard of care, but I want more information before we dive in. I would like you to help me order a tissue biopsy or a blood biopsy so I can know what my targets are. I'd like to understand my pharmacogenomics so I can understand my risk factors to toxicity and be able to head that off at the pass. I'd like to be able to use less of the pro drugs and use things like intermittent fasting so that I don't continue to spike my blood sugar and diminish my immune system all through chemo. I'd like to be able to use imaging that doesn't involve smashing, radiating, or contrast dye to my system, where we now have access to a lot of these really innovative tools. This is the patient advocating for themselves. And I promise you, when you do that, you first of all dismantle the fear immediately. And you also show, frankly, the doctor that you know as much, if not a lot more than they do. So they will respond in one of two ways. They will either respect you and jump on board, or they will completely try to shut you down and belittle you. You never want to be in the field with people who do not believe that you can be anything but a statistic, because their field, their beliefs, their thoughts impact your outcomes. So you need to be with someone, even if they don't understand it and maybe don't wholeheartedly embrace it, they need to at least be willing to hold space for you.